Hello, running on. Welcome to an early morning twitch.tv/runningball live stream on twitch.tv/runningball. It's Thursday, April 9th, 2026. Do you know where your children are? If you do, they're losers. They just hang out at home, obeying all the rules, not getting anybody pregnant and or getting pregnant. Boring ass kids. Send them out there to do some heroin, damn them. I'm gonna bring back some crack rock for Grandpa. Welcome to the show, everybody. It may be early. Jesus, you're loud. Shush. It may be early for you, but for me it's the end of my day. And I clicked on the date on the computer here and pulled it up, and it said it's Thursday, and I went, oh shit, it is? Well, I probably will sleep entirely through Thursday when I go to bed, so better do this live stream now. Unlicensed Streamer says, thank you for hosting the stream. That sounds so official. Hosting the stream? Am I the provider? We're speaking in terms of taxes, right? Because I just did my taxes. So I am the host of the stream. I provide the stream. I am the broadcaster. And therefore I require deduction 1112-B subsection C/6, obviously, as the broadcaster streamer host. You doing, unlicensed streamer? I intended to do some Minecrafting today. Some speed running of the Minecraft things. Ryan also has amazing hair. So, do you think when a sentence like that, Ryan also has amazing hair, how do you read that sentence? Okay, I shouldn't have read it because I put a read in your mind, but how do you read the sentence? Ryan also has amazing hair, as in someone has amazing hair, so does Ryan? Or Ryan also has amazing hair, as in Ryan is so fucking cool, God, I wish my dick were as big as Ryan. He also has amazing hair. How do you read that? It's... anyway, I read it as you are having hair. My name is not Ryan. Could this, and who do you think Ryan is? Could it be like Ryan as in, do you assume it's the first name? But what about Jack Ryan from the Tom Clancy novels? Maybe they're talking about Ryan and they're speaking about the last name. I read it as you are having hair, and that said hair is amazing. A good way to warm up, and I've already done a bit of this today on the Pawn Labs channel. Before I started doing my taxes, I did my taxes today. I did my taxes yesterday too, but they didn't finish yesterday, so I had to do them again today, because I had to start over from scratch with a different e-filer. Oh my god, if you're not in the US, if you don't have to pay US taxes, then you don't fucking know. You don't know nothing about why don't these have fit? Whoa! And why does this hurt? That's a little Easter egg, I would say, cuz see how we're in a space? Huh. Like the half blocks don't have physics, but the double blocks do? And now it's making noises at me. That's so weird, and then this actually hurts you even though the lava and this doesn't hurt you, but this one does. That's an Easter egg. I think this is intentional. I think this is oh! What? What? And there's like there's vines that work for climbing back here. Like this one, oh, you can see that vine, but like there's... Oh, I guess that's a vine too. This is weird. This is a very weird environment. So this one should work. If I... No? Alright. TurboTax Free Edition is so hard to get. As an unlicensed streamer. I went through an e-filer, and I need to stop. I need to just start filing my own goddamn taxes. It's just like, it's so much more convenient to pay online. But I should probably just start filing my own taxes, you know, do them in March and mail them in and figure out how to pay. I can't really get, like checks and money orders and things, though, either, so, like, I kind of have to, in some respect, do it online. Anyway, I know how I'm going to file them at this point. I've done them the same for quite a while. I know which forms I need and everything. But I went through an e-filer, and the first e-filer was, they didn't offer the forms that I needed, it turned out, at the end, and then it turned out, like, technically they were correct, but I was like, I need to fill out this. I wanted the earned income credit, but because I'm now, because Lady Pawn claimed me as a dependent on her taxes, and I, you know, filed that. Apparently you can't claim the earned income credit if you're a dependent. It was, I didn't like the site either, so, like, you know, there were bugs that I found in the site. I'm just so sick of it, like, how do you get this wrong, you know? It's just a system, it's just, it's bureaucracy, you just plug the shit into the place, and it's... Anyway, I found one that actually did it good, and I'm a little embarrassed to say which it is. The state of Michigan only recommends only links to 3 places to file for free at this point. It used to be more, but all the e-filers just keep, like, deciding they're gonna, you know, charge more and more, and they're not gonna participate in different programs and stuff, and so there's only 3 left, and 1040now.com is shit. Don't use them. Their systems will literally overwrite part of your tax filings and not submit your state if you have a, like, their systems were so fucked. I got into, like, a multiple email chain with them where they were denying that there was anything wrong with their systems, even though they were also admitting that their systems had overwritten my state filing with my city filing. Fucking... So 1040now.com is linked to by the state of Michigan for being able to file your Detroit city taxes as well, which is really important for me. I have 3 fucking taxes I have to submit: federal, city, and state. And I need them all to submit, you know, electronically, because I wait until the last week or 2 to do it. So 1040 Now is shit. Do not touch them. The other one, there's 2 more, and I tried, like, the other one, whichever it's gonna be, and that's the one that I was, that there were bugs in the system and they didn't have the forms that I wanted for all my usual filings, and basically fuck those guys. And then the least, like, legit sounding one is the one that I actually ended up going with. And it's, like, Cash App? Cash.app or something like that. They actually do tax filings. The only reason I'm telling you this, I wouldn't share that information, like, well, which did you go through kind of a thing. I wouldn't share it with you, because it's, you know, just a little layer of, like, less financial security. I wouldn't say that out loud, except for that I want to recommend them to American tax file. It was the site the way it's supposed to be. It asked you the questions, it provided you the things that you needed, it was in a clean and consistent interface that actually worked the entire time, from front to back. When I got to the end, it was seamless to just pay and click a button and it was done. It made sense. It was, somebody did a user interface that isn't shit. In the world, everybody. Somewhere in the world, somebody did software and they did a user interface that isn't shit. And so it's this place, cash.app. So taxes.cash.app, I think. I recommend them. Here the tax agency just has a website where I can see their estimates, and 100% of the time I have paid too much and get money back as unlicensed streamer. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. That's how it works in civilized countries. But this is America. Omni Consumer Products would have a field day in this sector. OCP. Alright, let's just... What are we set to? I don't really want to run stables. I will run stables once. So this is practice maps for bastions. Notice that nothing's moving until I start moving. We're starting at the bottom, and we're just gonna warm up on the bastion routing. So we check and we see, is this a good gap? And it is. There would be a cracked tile right there if it was a bad gap. If it's not cracked, then you know that it's a good gap. You can come down here, block this off, put some down there to keep yourself safe from there. Dig a hole, this is for the pigs to fall in. And then dig back here and you'll get the first gold. This will piss off all the pigs in the general vicinity. And you can turn your gold into bars, throw a little bit in here, and then open up some holes for the pigs to come in. And then just keep chucking gold in until, you know, things work out. I like to place there and there. Sounds like there's people above me still. So that this pig can get in there. Hey, there we go. Come on in, buddy. I'm gonna do that, and then, like, if you're gonna stay distracted, as long as you stay distracted. Oh, actually, this is an important part of this. Before you do that, lock that back off. I'm just gonna chuck that to try and keep that guy distracted. I don't want him coming down here and giving me a problem. Which he might just do anyway. How did I kind of fucked this up. Yeah. Hi. How you doing? Alright. You're gonna have to die. Wow. Almost got me. And then we make some more, and I like to just hang on to some. Feed the pigs a bit more. Open this up in case there's anybody above you. Have the gold in your hand in case anybody's gonna come at you, bro. And then head back through here, and might want to go ahead and check this bottom chest. There's some good shit in there. Yeah, I saw you coming. I heard you, baby. Fuck off. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Die. Die. Thank you. Anybody else? Alright, anything else in here? So I don't need the boots. I will need... I gotta keep wearing them. And wow, I've already gotten some pretty good trades there, and an extra block of gold is worth my time having come down here to grab that. And then we'll head up top, and if you want to check for the other good gap, break through here. That's a bad gap. If it opens, then it's a good gap. If it doesn't open, it's a bad gap. This will allow me to put on the iron. So now I'll have something to keep them from attacking me. And what kind of tops are we looking at? It looks like we got triples up there. We got to get up there. Put one here. One on one side here. I'd put it on the side where he's standing if you weren't standing there. So I usually do. Got double triples up here, which is actually another source of gold, if we wanted to do it that way. Put the crying obby here, put the regular obby there. Make sure you're picking up arrows as you go. You're gonna need them for the dragon fight. You're gonna want them for the dragon fight, unless you're doing fucking 0 cycle. Even then, really. And you know what? Hell with it. Save me some time. Real obby, that's good. More arrows. More gold. More obby. Alright, we got all the obby that we need, and we didn't even have to do the trading, really. Okay. And that's enough of that. And then we head back down. I want to go via middle, if I can. I don't really know how to get back in. But this looks like it'll do. This is the entrance here. And then this is the good gap that we went into in the first place. Come on down. I see some pearls. Do I see some pearls waiting for me? No. Oh, yeah, there were some pearls in there. Gentlemen, keep on Drayden. This is good. I don't hate it anyway. What do we got? So Speedrun 1 and 2 I've already wearing. And check out all this stuff. You can hang on to the nether bricks and put them together if you want. For me, they're just kind of a waste of time, so... it would be nice to have them in the dragon fight, but I just feel like they're not worth the time. That's what I'm saying when I say for me they're a waste of time. I'm not saying it's because I'm so good. I'm saying they just kind of take up my mental space and don't really pay back. You want to make sure you drop some gravel in here, and then get into a corner that's half height like that in order to access anything they dropped. You can put something on top there in case they get angry at you or anything like that. And what you're going for here is a bunch of string, 2 stacks like that. We're not going to do anything with it. You want, of course, your fire resistance potions, and you want your 20 or more obsidian. And so we've got everything that we need, everything that we could want. We can head over here, throw a splash, you know, to pretend like we're going out, and then in about 6 minutes, and I was, you know, describing it and that sort of a thing. Bastion or Stables sucks. Stables is like a 6-minute kind of a bastion a lot of the time. But we got 130 string, 29 obsidian, 27 pearls in 6 minutes. Stables sucks. Now let's do treasure. Treasure's a lot more fun, but it's also the one that I can fuck up right here, right at the beginning. That jump is just real easy for me to get wrong. Like that. You want to break this brick as you go up. Turn the corner. Break this brick as you go up. Maybe turn and throw something back so that they don't just attack the hell out of you. Link these 2 sides up. Do that in order to create a hole. Come up here and start digging for the gold that should be in the walls. And there should be some gold in the walls somewhere. It's gonna be kind of a bad one. Okay, and now that you got some gold, chuck it in the hole. Get in there. Bro. Gold in the hole. Moron. And good idea to hang on to some as you're moving around here. Once you've got all the gold from here, might as well head across to here. Block that off so that nothing can come up. In case sometimes, rarely, but sometimes this area generates in such a way that allows them to get to you. And just recommend trying to... What? Why didn't you pick that up? What did I just threw my goddamn thing on the ground because you didn't pick the fucking thing up. Yeah. Over here, is there more? There is. We got really gypped on the other side, so that's going to be a problem. It depends on, you know, the rates and the trades and stuff, but it's not as good as it could be. I'm going to hang on to a little bit, throw some more down there. You're going to notice that there's gold. Move down. That's going to allow me to move in here. And check on the chest. We've got Obby. We got some crying. Get them arrows, get that string. And any armor. I personally don't like the oh hi. This is why we carry a little gold on us. I personally don't like, in fact, he's going to come up on me in a minute. I personally don't like crossbows in the end fight there, so I just don't. Thank you. Follow me up here. And get in the hole. And this will be the last of our gold. Boom. In the hole, I said. In the hole? What if you got in the hole? What if you went in the hole? Put your head down. Yep, thank you. I might have just picked up the gold. It's always something to keep an eye on. Throw out the books, the glowstone, the magnet cream, leather, fire charges. You can keep the fire charges if you want, but it's either flint and steel or fire charges, and I just hang on to my flint and steel. That looks pretty good. We've got the pearls that we need, at least, like a minimum. We don't have much obsidian. We got a little robbed on the obsidian there. We've got the string we want. We have just one fire res. I said it was pretty bad, and it sure was. I'm going to drink that fire res. I'm going to chuck that bottle away, and I'm going to go down here and see if there's a chest. Sometimes there's a chest there to try and loot the rest of the obsidian from. There wasn't, so now I'm going to go down here and die. Is basically what's going to happen. Because, you know, I'm just kind of playing it the way that I would end up playing it. But I don't know that I would... I'd be a lot more careful, you know, if this were a real run. Whereas what I'm going to do right now is... not exactly sure what I'm going to do right now is build a little wall around me, and then take that, turn it into gold. How did you manage to get here? That is impressive, my friend. And they killed me. See, I would be a lot more careful if I, you know, care. But it was just a bad run. It was just a, you know, we got fucked on the rates, we got fucked on the how much gold there was, and yeah, once I'm down in the belly of treasure like that, I don't really have a route for that yet. I didn't know these places had gold blocks. Yeah, the bastions have all these different hidden blocks of gold, and it's integral to the speedrun to find a bastion, trade the blocks of gold that are in these structures with the piglins to get all the resources you need for the rest of the run. Is this game mechanic a comment on Wall Street? What does the sand in the pig hole help with? Having a gravity block like that in the pig hole, it raises all of the stuff that they've been trading up by half a block, and then it will like pass through the corner that you're standing. You're standing in a block that's diagonal to the block that they're in. It'll pass through the diagonal block there into your inventory. So it's just a way of getting at it. You could leave it on the ground and dig 2 down next to them, but it's frequently more convenient to do it that way. So it's, yeah. So that's treasure. I did the important parts right. We just got screwed on the rates. I'm happy to call that my practice. What else we got? Housing. Let's do housing. Where am I starting? On the bottom. They start me looking at the towers I'm going to go to. So we break this to piss everybody off, and then we start running. That off, leave it like this, open it up, get in this hole, block it so that they can't attack me, dig 3 down, and then dig here, let them fall in, pick up these. I like to grab the 4 gold blocks here, and then trade the 5 that I've got now, start them trading on those while I dig the rest. These are in the bottom of housing. And then we'll throw the rest of what I just collected in there. And just seal it up. Are you kidding me? Don't do that, okay? Why weren't you in the hole? I think somebody else just jumped down to try and give me more problems. Yeah, I hear them falling in. They're pissed off that I winted one of them. So this is not ideal. Yeah, hi guys. Yeah. Let's just start again, because that's some bullshit right there. see if I can't. And I didn't. So, now we're fucked. Yep. Again, I feel like if I were, you know, if it were a real run, I'd be a lot more careful about it. I probably just wouldn't do this. I don't know. Pissing them all off like this. I would get some distance and then do it like that, and then turn this corner, make sure that I could get that in. 2, 3, forward, down, here, break, 2, 3, and 4, step back and trade. Okay, and whatever I've got now, trade, seal, up, and now here, you can come up here and dig up, and there'll be a gold block. Dig 1 here, but not 2, because there are guys up there that are pissed off now. Take these 2 gold blocks, and I like to dig down a little bit, and then do this, and then just throw some gold on the ground there, and then let that in, throw some more gold, try and get them going in the right direction. And the hole. And the hole, moron. I'll hang on to a little bit. Now that they're trading, all of them, I'm gonna head up to check out what's in the triples, which is what you call the tops up here, because there's 3 chests technically. Yeah, it's 2 chests, but there's 3 because one of them's a double. So I hate that they call it that. It just seems unintuitive to me. But I'll throw some of the stuff that I know I'm not going to keep in here. There's some armor, there's some armor. Anything else that I want out of there? Yeah, I guess you want that too. Have your gold boots back. That, grab the string. I grab the iron too, because these need some iron. What else we got here? That is the kind of top that didn't really have anything in it, so I'm just going to head back down. And I will go the long way so I don't take unnecessary fall damage. And actually, I forgot to loot this. Yeah, that's a good source of those signs, and if I don't need that, I will take you. I think you're better boots than I just got there. So, what do we got, fellas? You want the rest of my gold? See, you threw some stuff in that direction. Threw anything there? Alright. What I like to do is dig 2 here and then aim toward the top of it. And then just start emptying my inventory. Just make sure. Yeah, these are better than those are. Start emptying my inventory into that hole. Oh, well, that's even better. Crying goes here. Go there. Splash there. I don't need any of that. Excess stacks of things. Oh, they didn't give me it? What is with these trades? Oh. Now, when you see this, you're like, what's with these traits? Because I didn't do that. And now, because I've done that, and I'm going to cap them off, because I've done that, look at my inventory now. I just pushed everything up to where I can actually grab it. So now there's an excess of goodies here that I was missing before. Okay, I threw out all the soul sand. This would be bad that I did that if it were a run. But that's everything we need. We got a little gypped on obsidian. There's kind of nothing and nowhere else to really look for that. You can exit this way if you want to. And just out of ceremony. So yeah, obsidian 13, that's only enough for one portal, so you can't do like educated travel, but you know, if that's what you get, that's what you get. Not sure included a lot of interesting features in his game. I don't know if this was still in Notch's hands at this point. 1.16.1. Had Minecraft bought it by then? So that's from the bottom of housing. That's how you do that. If we do from the top of housing, if you come in from the top, then you do it like this. You break that. Get stuck on the edges of everything, like a real pro. And you come down to here, and you try and block that off as you went. And if you fall down here, you're a little fucked. I don't recommend you do what I've done here. I don't know how I would handle that situation either if I did that. I don't know if I would, like, risk pissing all these pigs off. I would. This isn't that bad. This isn't that hard if I wouldn't have gotten hung up on an edge when I first came through. There we go. Block that. Do this. And these are the same blocks that we were hitting before. You know what? No, I'm supposed to do... If I break that, and then I just fall through, and then we can grab these. We broke these on the last run too, but I pillared up to them instead of getting them on the way down. Now that I've got that gold, just throw a bunch of it on the ground, and then pop into this hole again and do it exactly the way we did it before. 3 down, turn to the right, make a little hole for them to come down in once they stop trading gold. 3, 4 gold blocks, keep them trading. Collect this gold. And the rest, make sure you block it all off. Up. And then, because we came in from the top instead of the bottom, now we open this up so we can get access to that double chest out here. Okay. And they're trading. They've got pretty much all of my gold except for what I just picked up. So I'm going to now head back up to those triple chests. And I've just found that this is a little bit faster than trying to jump through the corridors and stuff like that. It's just a pillar up, seems easier. This is the chest that I broke there. Shouldn't be any pigs up here still because, you know, we pissed them all off. They chased us down, but there's still one around I can hear, so I'm being a little bit careful by making the hole. And what do we got over here? This is a rooftop that has 1 chest in it. So we'll take this, get all that stuff. Pay attention to how many arrows you're getting. If you're not getting enough, you might want to go ahead and grab the spectral arrows. They, you know, they work. They will blow up the end crystals for you. They're just another, they take another inventory slot. It's a little inconvenient. If you don't need them, then, you know, don't fuck with them. But if you're looking at, you know, not quite enough to be comfortable. Okay, I do have a little bit more gold. Have that. Put this on. Do like that. And we'll drop some gravel on you, and then I'll start purging my inventory of bullshit. else is something. Crying obby, good. Real obsidian, we're posed for, though. I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. Don't really need that. Good on string, good on pearls, good on fire res, but we're effed for obby. So, what I would do, trying to get just a little bit more, would be head out into the courtyard here, find the chest. Okay, it's over here. How you doing? And there's no obby in this. So, I would need one more obsidian. You know what I would probably do? Is I would play it like this. I would leave with the 9 obsidian, and I would try and get one more obsidian either out of the interior of the fortress, when I got to the nether fortress, and I would also like keep my eye out for a ruined portal somewhere along the way in the nether, because if there's a ruined portal, then there will be, you know, at least one obsidian you can build around to build one gate. It would be super not ideal. Oh look, we've got a first-time chatter here who specializes in promoting Twitch channels. Well, you're banned. So those are the routes that I know. I don't really know, I mean, I haven't worked on bridge at all. I don't know where they're gonna put me in here. Oh god, this is a horrible place to put me in, isn't it? Just like, is this at the back of the bridge? Oh, it's the bottom. Well, you never come, like, I don't even come down to the bottom. I don't know what this looks like. I don't know how I would approach this. Certainly a mess, I'll tell you that. Anyway, back here is the chalice. Okay, just look, yeah. The chalice has the gold. And I don't have a route for this. I just do it. I come up here, I make sure I've got a little bit of gold in my inventory in case some pigs start harassing me. Very easy to lose gold over the edge here, so I try and, you know, hang to the outside as I do it. Usually there's at least a piglin who is harassing you while you're doing this, and I've only just pissed one off. I'll throw him a little gold to distract him. Can I? No? Oh, really? I was up by 2. Okay, yeah, they can reach up by 3. See, I don't really have, like, a route. Oh, we're doing random. I don't want to... Why don't you give me a consistent start here? Yeah, let me just start at the chalice. So we'll take the gold, make some of it into something so that we can trade if we start getting harassed. Respect the hoglins next time. Okay. Here they come. One for each of you. Mind your own goddamn business. Respect the hoglins. Oh, okay. Are there 2? There are 2 there. Hey! And I'm dead again. This has never been a problem when I'm actually running the thing. But this is... I don't even want to, like, fuck around with it. You get the gold, you go over, like, oh, look, you get the gold, you go over here, you deal with the fucking hoglins. If they exist, they don't always exist. Fucking... you just cope and make it work. And then once they're out of the way... You can go... This is Donkey Kong, I think is what this is called. Like this. Something like this anyway, and that bridges you into this area, which can be a triple back here. This is a single. You'll notice that, like, the tops of these buildings are very, like, it's like they're being reused across all the bastions. The tops can either be a single, or a triple, or a nothing kind of thing. The other way that you can build is over here. I don't know that you have to do like that, actually. Hold on. You can just block off this lava, and that's in part because you want the piglins to follow you up. You want these guys to... And they won't walk past lava if it's too close to them. And then this opens up to, again, the other side. Where there can be a triple, or a single, or whatever the hell. I've kind of gotten gypped on both of these. But what you can do if you've got no good place to sort of lure everybody to is there's some gold back here, usually. Hi, guys. No. And I would have, like, all the gold from the chalice. Is the idea here. And now I've got a hole full of piglins and we're trading. And I could try and come down here and lure more of them up by breaking some gold and that kind of thing. This is the idea, is link the sides a little bit with these constructions. And so I don't really have this routed, and I'm not even trying to do this fast, where like some of the, you know, real speedrunners, they won't stand here and go, okay, I'm gonna up, and then, like that, and then build up, and then, and like that, and they don't do that. They do this. They go, ha, 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 ha. You know, they just build as they jump. They just, yep, yep, and then there's a little bit like that, yep, okay. So that's some bastion practice for us to get us warmed up, and I'm happy with that. And now we can start doing some attempts. Oh, we did 45 minutes. We did 45 minutes exactly. We can now start seeing if we can't get something going here. Hang on. Making a physical adjustment before I get in. Also letting the first seed load up. The first seed that you load is... Yeah, it's like that. It's jank. It hurts. Very framey. I don't see anything of interest. Is there something out there? If there is, I don't care. I'd rather start from here. I'd rather have a village start, by the way. Doesn't look like there's any village starts. Is that something? That sure as shit looks like something. Half a ship? Half a ship and a drowned zombie? Drowned zombieman? And a dolphin. Which is just going to actually be annoying, I think. Oh, but there's a door here for breathing. Wonderful. Food. Okay. Aqua affinity. Doesn't let me breathe, though. Nothing here. Nothing there. This is just a food ship. And the food it gave me was that. It sucks. And I didn't get the dolphin. And I don't like it. Let's see about this. Ship start is the best start, but it's gotta be, you know, the right kind of ship. Half a ship ain't ship shape. Doesn't have any treasure in it. Doesn't have a treasure map to it. I don't see anything here. Except for, is that a ruined portal? What is that? What's on that island? Is it just a weird tree? I still can't tell. It's most likely just, yeah, it's just a bunch of trees stacked on each other weirdly. Wow, this is just, that's a awful wall. They just given me an awful wall. The only ones that I really want to check are maybe that and that. Because they might have a village nearby. I've got my F3 pie menu set up so that if there were a village nearby, it would show us a bunch of colors. We'd have more than 3. Those colors are telling us that there's a chest somewhere, there's a spawner somewhere, and there's a beehive somewhere. That's all that information is giving us. And then I wanted to look at this, I think. But as soon as you see that pie chart split off into like 6, or, you know, if there's one more color in there, it'll be like a bell, and then you'll know that, there's a village there. But usually there's multiple extra colors as soon as a village loads in. And this would be your bad bio. I'll look at this because maybe I turn around and it's good shit. No. This is prime village real estate here. Desert, plains. There's no village. What about a, what about a desert temple? Temple doesn't show up on that scan, but usually a temple and a village come together anyway. Is that an RP? Is that a ruined portal over there? Let's get a new wall. That was a horrible wall. See how we've got open terrain here? It's the worst wall I've ever seen we just looked at there. Anyway, you know, what do y'all think of the U.S. tax code? What are your opinions on the... It's psychotic that we even have to go through this fucking day. I spent 2 days of my life out of 365 days of the year, 2 of them, which is, you know, approaching a whole % of the year, was dedicated to filing my fucking taxes. And it's stupid. The companies that pay me have registered with the government to tell the government what money I have been paid. You know, just fucking calculate it, and that's what happens in every other country on the fucking planet. But in America, we've got industries built on selling people the service of doing your taxes, which is fucking stupid because, you know, we have computers now, and the idea of having an e-file, like what TurboTax is doing, is what the IRS could just fucking do itself. There is no reason the IRS couldn't just do that. And yeah, you're gonna have situations, certain tax situations where it's like they don't have all the information and you have to declare more and you have to tell them shit, and like, that's fine. But for 98% of America, it's W-2s, it's 1099 MISCs, it's 1099 NECs, and you just, like, all of those, the people who paid you have sent those to the IRS, and they've sent them to you. And so the IRS has all the information that they need to do the math on it, and by the way, if you file wrongly, that's how they know to fucking audit you. Because they know how you should have filed, because they could have just filed for you, they could have fucking done it. You don't need to do it. It's fucking stupid. The only reason that it exists like this is to artificially create and maintain an industry that no longer needs to exist. Like, once upon a time, alright, you know, you needed somebody else to do your taxes, kind of a thing, and you really shouldn't have ever needed it, but the tax code is built for rich people to take advantage of to hide their assets and create shelters and not actually have to pay anything. And so it's been convoluted and complicated to the point where it doesn't really function on behalf of or as, you know, in a way that's representative of the needs of the people of the United States of America, but only to the rich of the investor class of the United States of America. But yeah, there's just no fucking there's a ruined portal right here. There's just no fucking reason. And this is supposed to be an underwater ruined temple there, but let's see if there's a chest. It looks like the chest got eaten away by this. Yeah. It's not worth really putting the effort into these. You can get easy starts, you know? Yeah, there's no reason why it should be the way that it is. And, you know, it really bothers me that the tax code itself is just nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. The structures don't, like, they don't follow. It's just what it is because it's what it is. It's because, you know, it's been made this way in order to first and foremost make sure that people who have a lot of money get to keep it and don't have to pay their share and all that kind of a shit. It doesn't follow. You can't sit down and look at the tax code and go, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. It's too fucking hyper complicated and dense and ridiculous in order to create loopholes and tax havens and methods for people to shelter themselves from actually having to contribute the portion that they owe. We could just have a tax code where everybody, you know, you put in this much percent when you're in this tax bracket. If you make this much kind of money, your household's that size, then this is the percentage you put in. Simple as that. But then rich people would end up paying 70% taxes like they're fucking supposed to and like they used to in this country. And, you know, if you've got money, like the rich have money, then what you do is you buy yourself representation in the government and you change the tax code through your purchased fucking representatives who pretend to be, you know, working on behalf of the American people. And that's the world that we're in. That's where America is sitting right now. These structures and these systems do not exist of, by, and for the American people. They are of, by, and for the rich. And so when you're forced to interact with them on a yearly basis, which, like, that's the thing is, like, it would be in the benefit of the investor class to just not have us look at this shit on a regular basis. Like, get the IRS working, fill that fucking building with employees, fill that fucking agency, fill it up, staff the shit out of it, and then have them do all of the fucking taxes for the 98%. And then the 98% will just go about, they won't get in the way of the rich. But the fact that we have to, like, stare at these broken, fucked up systems once a year for, like, an entire day for most people, just draws attention to it. It's really hard to just ignore. So, you know, once a year, if I weren't already always thinking about how the rich are ruining this world and how our government needs to be burned down and rebuilt from scratch because of the influence of capital. Okay, we've got a village somewhere. But it took a while to load in, so it's on the edges, it's on the outskirts of my render area. And we can't see it from the hole that I'm in right now, so I kind of just gotta pick a direction and start walking in it and hope that we start to see a village. I went this way, and it's still loaded in. Could be over there in the tree line. I don't see any buildings in that tree line, though. Honestly, I should really just reset this because the village is too far away. By the time we get there, we've already wasted like 2-3 minutes. And then we begin the process of entering. We just don't need to. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. We don't need to fight that hard. It's not that big of a deal to ask for a village nearby or just something to run on. I'm not looking for the best seed ever. I'm just looking for something that's worth my time. What's this? I was gonna actually check it out, but sometimes I go to hit E and I hit R sometimes. Oops. But yeah, you got, April 15th. You got a couple of more days. If you haven't done your taxes, haven't filed your taxes, haven't thought about it, and Social Security is your ability to retire in this country is tied to how many years you have been employed and how many hours employment that have been registered, how many months of employment or something like that is tied. So you have to even if you're like, oh, I'm just not going to file my taxes, fuck it, it's a corrupt system. They've got it so that you're fucking yourself if you don't. Take that from me as a man who managed to not file taxes, and have them what is that? That's not the first time I've seen that black there. What is that? Can't remember what it was. It's looks like it says maybe campfire? It's indicative there's a village, and it's not that far away, because it loaded in immediately. And it'll be in this forest because it's got campfires, and that means it's a pine village, or whatever you'd call it, but it's a pine forest kind of a village, so I'll head into the pine forest a bit, and it should be close. I shouldn't have to run for a minute and a half to run into signs of it. Only problem is, it's dense, and there's a whole semicircle where it could have appeared. And there it is. Alright, well, I realized I couldn't hit the water, so it will be a minute and a half that, it took me to run to it. And then this is probably also dead because these villages suck. They're just not good for starting a run on. They don't really provide you with the things you need. Like, I need food. Food is a basic thing if you're from a village start that you should be expecting. And these places just don't give it, usually. In fact, I'm so convinced that it's not going to have food that I'm not even going to make a hoe to break wheat, because they don't have wheat here. And there's no... Yeah, so I won't be able to trade unless, somebody comes up with something. Unless I find emeralds in a chest or something like that. They got pumpkins. There's no blacksmith. Hey, there's a blacksmith. Okay, this is a start then. This is unusual, I'll say that. It's usually it's just not really. And there's some emeralds here. We're close to being able to trade. Some free wood. Doesn't hurt nobody. This is the first time that I've had a seed where it was and flint right here, where this kind of village was actually helpful. It was a bit of a starter. Is there a chest at the top here? There is. Good. I'll take more wood. I'll take a pumpkin pie. Put on some stuff. Where's your big man, though? I have not seen him. Usually they're near the center. They start near the center of the village, which I would presume would be near this bell for this village, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I need the iron golem. Or else it's not really a start. I mean, it kind of is. But only kind of. You got farmers? I haven't seen them. It looks like this village might not have a golem. In which case, I need to just cut my losses and try and turn the 4 that I got into something. I can get a bucket, and that's kind of it. But I could head down here and see if I can't just find and smelt up the rest of the iron. So I'm just going to kind of randomly go down. We got a little bit of food to start. We'll see if I run into some iron while I'm digging. I didn't get water. I should have made the bucket. Here we go. So if I've got 4, 5, 6... What do I need? 7, like... I don't know what I need at this point. Am I going back up? I think you should. I guess we're building with wood to get back up. Wait, what's this? That's the iron ore. Okay. Because you will need to use the cobble to make a furnace. And then we can do the rest of that. And now that I know that I've got all that, I can make a set of shears. I can make a flint and steel. When we use the shears to take leaves off the trees, this is just to have building and traveling blocks in the nether. Just to fill our pockets with a bunch of blocks. So that if we have to bridge, or if we're, in a soul sand biome, we need to keep placing blocks underneath our feet to move quickly. We've got 3 or 4 stacks of blocks ready to go. It's the fastest way to just fill your inventory with blocks. Let's just take a set of shears to the trees. Okay, so now we got that. We can get the bucket. We can get our iron pickaxe. And is that everything? That's all of it. I don't need the emeralds, apparently. You see all that I've got. 1 bit of cobble isn't going to help me now. You go there. I'll have you there for now. You can be there. Let's get some water. And now, again, we go down. And I'll just recollect my wood. And watching in the bottom right, where we've got captions, closed captions, to tell me if there's lava that I'm approaching, so that I don't fall directly into it. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. We're at the lava level. Use the water to push me into a 1 block gap, and we've immediately got lava pops to my left. We had lava pops to my left. Maybe they were above me or something. That lava pops. Boy, they're faint. We're quite a ways away from them. Okay. And now for this, I'm gonna try and use that shit. Can't. I can. Can I? Fuck. Alright. Of course, it's gotta be a one. Whoa! One tall kind of an area here. Yeah. And what are we gonna do? Make my cast form. You need to be like that, and you need to be like that. I just want to make sure that there's a place for the excess water to go so it doesn't just spill over. I need a place to stand. Does this look appropriate? It does. We are into the nether. Get the F3 up so that as we enter, we can pause and watch the entity count go up here. We're looking for a sudden spike where it jumps up by a bunch like that. I feel like we just saw a number of little spikes there that indicate that there's almost certainly a bastion somewhere around. It's not going to be right on top of us, but it should be near enough to be worth playing. So now we will lower our FOV and use that entity count again, but the first number this time to show us where the highest count of entities is on screen. And right there ahead, you see I've got 41 out of 183 on screen. This is probably the direction that we want to go in order to find the bastion. I popped in. It's on 57 degrees, which is west by southwest. And this provides me with free food. Thank you. So I'm not actually pretty happy to be assaulted by these guys when I first come in, because now I've got 6 flanks at stake. What did I say? It was this direction in general. It was like a 57 or something. I could go up or I could push forward. I think I go like this, and then... yeah, we're gonna go up. Wow. Now, this is a lot of them. I don't need this much meat, thanks guys. And even more. Good God. Oh, right, and I'm not wearing gold, so I'm pissing off piglins. That was very close. I thought that there was a dude behind me with a bow who was gonna end the run. We apparently got a little fortunate. let's take another reading, because the more entities that I see us passing, the more I feel like I wonder if those numbers were fake. We're getting closer, because the number has changed pretty significantly. The angle that we're supposed to be on is now quite harsh. Down this way. And since I was getting attacked by piglins, I will happily pick up some gold as I go, so that I can make some armor. What do we got? Not enough. We have 3 bars worth. Okay, it's a wall bastion, which just means that it's in this wall. And so I'm going to use a technique called crawl sprinting. Okay, and I didn't need to. It didn't help me at all. Hi! Are you? You an archer? He's an archer. I don't need that. That's the guy who knocks me off. Went up a bit to make sure I was out of his range before I started bridging. And let's keep going. By entering the boat at the same time that you break it while you're sprinting, you enter and exit the boat while sprinting, and it kind of just, it allows you to be in the sprint mode even though you're in a crawling state. So that's what's allowing me to move this fast even though I'm crawling. Usually you wouldn't be able to move that fast. Where are the piglins? I feel like we probably passed the bastion. You need F3. Is it behind us? Okay. It's over here. Of course, these things don't like this kind of mushroom, so should be safe from them for a moment. If I stay near that mushroom also as I pass. Please don't. There's a lot of these mushrooms here, huh? Helpful. Alright, where's this goddamned bastion? Like, the meat is not interesting to me, please. Okay, there's the bastion. And I didn't pick up enough gold. So we're just here, naked and in a way that's gonna piss off everybody that's around. So I don't see any gold. What type of bastion are we in? I don't know. It's probably stables. I need to get to some chests. I need to get somewhere where I can get gold. I'm not a good enough player to be in the bastion without Hey, I'm one of you. See my pants? I got the pants, so we're all cool, guys, right? We love each other because I'm wearing the pants now. That's what, yep. That's all they wanted. Just to know that I wear the same pants that they wear. We're all pants bros. Pants buds, pants bros, for one love for life. You know? It's like I always say, if you don't wear pants like I wear, then go fuck yourself. And everybody knows my catchphrase by now. So this looks more like housing to me, but who fucking knows with this game? Wait, I'll take that. Oh yeah, I don't need that, do I? You. What is the situation that we be facing? Is this... It's housing. I'm gonna try and run the route, although there's not really guys over here. I'm gonna try and actually run the route we practiced. So go through here, come back over here, I'll block this off. You. Fall down! And then you shoot me, and I end up dying. Good God. Get this. Like that. And then everybody's still pissed off at me. And the idea would be to throw some of that down there, maybe another half. Fall in, block this off. This is the first time I've ever done this, like, live, I think. Done the actual route where you piss everybody off and bring them all down at once. They're still up there trading because I threw them a lot of gold because I was very scared. Another stack. And then the boys. And the rest of it. And I would come over here. In theory, right? This. We already got the obsidian that we need. I'm already pretty good for armor. I don't need that. Need the arrows, of course. Okay. I mean, yeah, for the soul speed, I will trade up. And then just throw out some stuff to make room. Okay. And wow, yeah, lots of trades they made while wandering around down here. Here. Yeah. Didn't want that. Alright, well, they're doing that. I've already checked everything upstairs, so really all I would do, in addition, would be check the... Yeah, I think we're actually good to just stay here and trade with them now. So, you got gravel for me, right? Drop some gravel on you, block you off, and dig my hole. And start trading better boots. Yeah, you throw that away, that's fine. Yeah, if we've already got a whole stack, that's okay. Don't need that much gravel. Don't care about those. Already got a soul sand stack. Stack netherite. Don't need the blackstone or you. We have everything we need, don't we? I mean, more pearls would be good, but they didn't trade more pearls. What's this? They simply didn't. They simply didn't. But we're pretty good to leave then. 3. So now we're going to try and find where the fortress is, which it's 17 chunks away. So we're going to set to 16 chunks, and then put on the chunk borders. And I'm going to step out here. And it's not in this direction. Is it in this direction? It's not in that direction. What if I dug out through the back, through the bottom? Like you do. Is it in this direction? It is. So we'll be leaving to the south, and we'll be leaving right now. I would like to have more pearls, but this is okay. So somewhere to the south. Get me actually healing. Okay. Okay. I'm always kind of amazed when a pearl throw that I did, like, goes, well, like it goes in the direction that I wanted. It seems to have gotten me the height that I needed. It's like, really? So south by 17 chunks, but we don't, you know, south is a big, broad concept. Hi. South is a very broad concept. We could also get there and find out that it's a treasure bastion. I could at least scan for that, but I don't know what good it would do me. Okay, apparently this opens up right on the other side. Did I leave this somewhere? Give me another iron pickaxe, please. And as long as we're making tools, give me an iron axe as well. It's just preferable. Hello, boys. How we doing? Just enough room to be able to... Where's my boat? I must have left it behind. We've got enough that it's actually just faster, I would think. Except for this is the reason why I left it behind, is because we're out of inventory space. Get rid of that. Oh shit, I slowed down. You can never slow down when you're sprinting, sprint crawling. You can never touch the edge. I feel like we're just going back the way we came here. This travel is very much the inverse of what we did to get here in the first place. And hello, I can see the spawner that we're going to. Give me another one of these with a black stone. Let's sip on some scissor. What's up? Okay. it begins. We've got enough obsidian to... Oh, there's another spawner here? Ooh, if I were good, I could play both spawners. Do I want to run between them? I'm gonna do this. Come on down, buddy. There you go. Okay, so this one's gonna be our main spawner, but I will play between the two of them. And if you break this out, which you can bed bomb, we are in the nether, and so if I used the bed that I've got in my inventory right now, I could just blow up this area so as to clear it out, and then the spawner would have more room to spawn these guys in. Spawn blazes. That's not good. You don't want them on the outside. And there goes a rod. Like, for me, it's just better to get rid of them. They're gonna be a harassment. They're gonna be on the outside, fucking with you. So I would rather lose a rod. Go ahead and light that up. Continue opening this, and you can completely open it up and then use soul sand to, like, sort of create landings that slow and hold them in place and stuff like that. There's some serious strats for bed bombing and for opening this area up to get the best spawning rates. But I'm a little bit afraid of everything. So I'm gonna step through, and hey, we're in not a bad place. The sun is going down. I'm gonna sleep so as to just remove mobs from consideration here. We'll make all of our blaze powder into that. We'll split this up. And now I'm going to try and take a reading. I'm going to try and start my readings from a corner. And I'm going to zoom in, and I've got my mouse set up so that I can snap into a finer resolution mode here. That looks good. 96.9. Negative 96.9, right? Snap the mouse back into what you want. Negative 96.9 is our first measurement. And now I'm going to go over here. And throw our second from here. I'm going to do it again. Negative 97.3. 6.9, 7.3. I'm going to up that to 97.4. I'm going to say it's a 0.5 difference. A 0.5 difference is about 2,000 blocks in the overworld, divided by 8 for the nether. We're talking about I'm going to say it's 220, because I feel like it's longer than short. So we want to move 220 on the negative 97 in the nether from where we are. Okay. Negative, or 220 on the negative 97. 220 on the negative 97. I'm just trying to remind myself. Get the mouse back into the room. 220 on the negative 97. And one of those pearls explode. But the other didn't. So I turn on bounding boxes and it should make it appear easier. 220 on the negative 97. Head back in. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Head back in. 220 on the negative 97. 220. No, negative 97 is that way. Oh, hi guys. Whoa! Who the fuck invited you? I thought I sealed that off so that wouldn't happen, actually. Okay, so that's 14, that's 16. 10 on the 5, we've already got one more rod will send me away. Okay, we're good. Wow, we are really hemmed in here. 220 on the negative 97. So negative 97 is that way. It is towards positive X. 220, we're mostly on the 90 at negative 97. I'm going to give it a 90 and a 30. And so 220, 90% of 220, we're just going to call 200. I'm going to go to negative 77. Well, negative 80. And then on the other angle, are we going up or down? We're going down. 220, 30% of 220 is 66. On 624, we're going down. So 630 minus 60, 570. 570. So negative 80, 570 is where we're going. Negative 80, 570. Ah, you fucking... I knew you were over there. God damn. What are you looking at? Huh? I don't know what sound that was, but I need you to not ever make it again. Negative 80, 570. Right? Wait a second. This should be right. Yeah, negative 80, 570. Wow, how did you hit me? How did you hit me again? I'm out of food. Negative 80, 570. Okay. I'm gonna build here. It's Kismet. Okay, out of food. Right. Let's actually get a little bit away from the portal there. And then you here. And we're headed toward negative 69. Nice. Yeah, that's close enough. 69, and hopefully we're pretty close. I could use food. Yeah, I don't have any food. I mean, I've got one more pork chop, so... We're also in some deep ocean, so it's possible that we'll just see the stronghold exposed. That would be great. But if we don't see it, I'm probably just going to push for a while. I don't want to push too far. Like, I feel like my measurement was good. I have faith in my measurement. Usually I'm about 3 pearl throws away from where I need to be, so I don't want to over travel here. I think I'm stopping right here to throw another and make sure that we're still just supposed to be going. Nope, we have gone past it. So on the 90 now, and I don't have to pick that one up. It's 89 really. Let me just get my eyes out. Am I seeing like a box-like structure? I am. I could have used that boat probably. Oh my god, this is the portal room? Okay. I heard the silverfish hiss as we walked in. Huh. We need food though. I'm gonna probably die. How many pearls do we need? It's a 3-eye. Jesus Christ. I've got 4, so I need 9. Oh my god, I'm so like... I'm just so hesitant because we're on such incredible... Like, what luck, what pace, what everything right now. So now I don't need any of that. The obsidian can go. I like to leave things behind for myself because I expect to die. So I'll leave some pearls, some leaves. Don't want this existing. Fuck sticks. I need to make my beds. Well, wait a second. Are you, like, done throwing things away? Get rid of this netherrack since you've got another one. Get rid of that. So you got another one. That's fine. The nether bricks are kind of extra. Let's trade those for those. The crying obby comes with. The iron nuggets we don't need. And now that I've got all the space... Leave 2 of those behind too. Now that I've got all the space... make me beds. Good. Perfect. First do this. So that I've got enough for a bow. And then beds. Okay. And you can have the rest of that, and you can have that, and you can have that. And we're going. Did I actually... Yeah, okay. We're going. We're going. Okay. Video settings? We're good. Strangely, we're good. Because usually I have to do preemptive. But we're here in less than 40 minutes. Which puts me on the best pace I've ever been on for a Minecraft speedrun. I expect to die, especially since I don't have food. So I'm making sure that I carve myself a way out here. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's start... Actually, I like to start by setting up my... this on the correct angle. Yeah, we can both blow shit up, huh? Honey. I'm not sure that that angle can go. Right. Got it. Oh, you're coming down, are you? Should I try? Uh-oh. Shit. Well, I fucked it up. Perfect time to eat. Okay. Is Enderman pissed off at me or just her? What else we got? Just follow her wherever she's going. It's probably towards something that'll heal her. Aha! Wait, I don't know how to get that one. Except that I do. Except that I do. It's by pillaring. Damn it. It's just the key management. I really want to be hitting her in the head, but I can't risk stepping up and getting thrown. I know what will happen. I don't have the health for it. I don't have the food. She's still being healed by something. Okay. This, get me out of here. Who's healing you? Yeah, this one's crazy high. Got it. Okay. Now, I don't even know if I can keep bed bombing her. With how little health I have. I have to also stay close because I can't pearl in because of how little health I have. Listen, if you're gonna keep shooting at me, I'm gonna answer back, okay? No, it wasn't quite a snap. It was almost a snap. Ah, that's a snap. a new PB! And we didn't die! Oh, we walked in with no friggin' health, and no friggin' food, and I managed to pull it out. I think that's a new PB. I have to check the Discord server. I had a really good run earlier today, but this is nice. 45 minutes, the whole thing. Front to back felt pretty damn good. The dragon fight obviously could have been a couple of minutes shorter. I really need to put some time into practicing, bed bombing the dragon, but damn, one cycling the dragon. That was nice. Look at us, huh? Give me, seed. Give me that. And then click here for verification. And we will show off all of the signatures, I guess is what this is. There we go. And there's the F3. Trite Anomaly is the texture pack that it simulates color blindness. It makes a little change to the colors there that helps me with my photosensitivity. So it is for disability that I'm using that. Oh, next page. There we go. And yeah, I probably won't I'm not going to submit the time. We're still getting into the realm where it would be worth submitting, but I'm really happy with that. You sure you don't want to zip your files? Yeah, I'm sure. Hoorah! Look at me. Look at what a scrub I look like, too. No chest armor. A lot of these runs I come in, pretty well kitted. This one it felt like a real speed run. Damn. Is that my best time ever? Hang on, I want to just double check. What did I get earlier today? Was it just sub 50 that I got earlier today? I'm checking our Discord server, discord.roninpawn.com, in the speedrunning channel. I got a 49-minute, 51-second run earlier today, and now I have a 45-minute run. I just saved over 4 minutes over my last PB. Damn, that was good. And I was explaining what I was doing while I was going. That's a hell of a speed run. That's the kind of thing. Maybe I should submit that one as my first speed run that I submit. I don't think they'll want the files anyway for a 45 goddamn minute run, but damn. I'm proud. I'm a proud papa. You know what? I'm so proud, I'm gonna ban a likely ban evader. There you go. Congratulations, ad bot. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna spoil myself. I'm gonna ban 2 likely ban evaders. Wonderful. Wonderful. And finally, for the finale. Excellent. We have been here for precisely an hour and 50 minutes. We usually do these live streams for like 4 or 5 hours. I just got a super good PB in Minecraft. That is a tight live stream, and also my sleep schedule is all messed up, so I've already been awake for like 12 hours or something. So I'm gonna call it here. I think I earned it. I think I earned it. Hell yeah. That's just a good day. Good day. I paid my taxes. Fucking goddamn tax system. I paid my taxes. I got 2 new PBs in Minecraft in a single day. I think because I've been practicing those bastion strats I showed you at the beginning. Practice my bastion routes, so they're just faster, they're more decisive, they just get it done and they move on. And then this last seed, that seed that we got, holy shit, not having to find the portal room in a stronghold that is routinely intersected with like a mine shaft and a chasm, and it's broken up, and there's spawners that you gotta go around and find and break, spider spawners and zombie spawners, and like that. We got really good luck there at the end, on top of just a normal kind of a start. that I played well and 45-minute run. I am driving my times in Minecraft down in a hurry to the point where, you know, at some point ahead of us is a sub 30-minute run. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Would you imagine? Next time on the Ronin Pawn Channel. For I am the Ronin Pawn. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you speed run Minecraft? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna claim that as a victory and claim this also as a Thursday live stream. We'll try and do it more conventional length and starting at a more conventional time in future, but my sleep schedule's upside down right now. I woke up at probably 9-10 p.m., something like that. It's 10 a.m. now, so yeah, I've been awake for 12 hours. It won't do me any harm to call it a short one. Hope to see you back here on another Thursday or Sunday. This Sunday, the 12th, we'll plan to be back here. Probably again a morning stream since my sleep schedule's upside down. It'll be morning for you, it'll be late night for me. But we'll probably, I will make a commitment to you right here, right now. We'll start the live stream with Cluster Truck. We've done 2 non-Cluster Truck live streams. We will start it with Cluster Truck so that I stay warm on Cluster Truck and we still have PB potential there. And then we'll switch over to Minecraft after I get world record in Cluster Truck, which will just fall into my lap out of nowhere. So meet me back here on Sunday if you want to see a world record fall into somebody's lap out of nowhere. Pawn out.